So I just wanted to briefly explain how I made Working Malfunctions my latest project. It was really spontaneous. I didn't even plan for it. I know I wanted to release some new music, and one day I just decided to go over some throwaway tracks, some older tracks, just see, if I left anything out, right? To my surprise, I found some tracks that are now included and released as part of Working Malfunctions. And I thought, how was I able to overlook these tracks? Because they're decent, they're, in my opinion, good enough to be released. And I overlooked them before. The original titles were not what they are now. Instead of mixing them in a way to make them better, which is what you're supposed to do when you're mixing your songs, you're supposed to make them better, right? Cleaner and better sounding overall. I thought to myself, alright, let me make these tracks sound as dirty and analog as possible. Add some distortion and all that to add some charm, I would say, I don't know, just to make them stand out. It turned out really good. It turned out a project that I'm satisfied with. It sounds like a coherent project to me. You work on a project and it kind of has its own direction that it wants to develop, right? Why the title Working Malfunctions? Because my laptop hasn't really been working that well. It hasn't really been functioning properly, but I got the job done. Hence, Working Malfunctions, sort of like a paradox. That's how ideas can be developed and how they come about. Most often, if you let them develop spontaneously, you'll be satisfied with the result. Let the creative process surprise you.